Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome to a chat about knits, and this is episode 3. Very excited. My name is Michelle and I am a 26-year-old knitter, and I am based in Denmark with my boyfriend. We live out in the middle of nowhere and I love it. I knit a lot, and besides knitting, sometimes the focus here, if you haven't been here before, is also on the fact that I suffer from long-term pain, as I've been told to call it. It is chronic pain, just been told to call it long-term pain. I suffer from a nerve damage in my leg, and I use knitting a lot in my day-to-day life because it really helps me, and it makes my focus go away from my pain. And I'm also currently at home all the time because of my pain. I don't know, we're trying to figure out how it can work and everything, but due to that I'm at home and I have to get my day to I have to do something during the day, because personally I can't sleep during the day, then I can't sleep during the night. And yeah, don't mind my thumb. It's a band-aid. My nail decided it wanted to break a bit too far down for me to be able to cut it. So yeah, if you see this green one, it's just my nail. Nothing wrong. So yeah, but otherwise, let's just get straight into it. I am only wearing knitted socks today. Wow, pretty view again. These are the Kuntum Socks by, I have the book here. They are by Amelia Putri. Amelia Putri. And they are from the 52 Weeks of Socks. This one is the Danish one, and volume 1. It's these pretty ones. Well, I think it's focusing. Yeah. I've knitted mine in Jawool Sock yarn, and I think I knitted it to, I knitted it either on the size 2.5mm needle that it's supposed to do, or I knitted it on 225 and sized up. I sometimes do that. We're going to talk a bit about it in not so long, because I have another pair of finished socks with me. But yeah, they're nice, and I just wear them over my tights so that my feet stay nice and toasty. But otherwise, I'm not really wearing. I'm wearing a woolen shirt underneath my dress so I don't freeze, because it's windy today in Denmark, and if I have to go outside, it's nice to already be a bit layered, and means that I'm still warm inside. So yeah, we had some sort of storm this night. Today's Friday, but I live on Sjælland or Zealand, which weren't hit as much as Jylland and Jutland were. That side, they were hit far more than we were. So it's just been windy tonight. That's regular. So yeah, my hair, I think, is kind of green with me today. It's really nice. Just a lot of gel and mousse. Then I wanna curl a little bit. And yeah, I tried to do something to the background so it wasn't so white, because I'm just sitting in front of my cabinets here, and that's the best place to film. That's the best light and everything. I have my nice tote bag that I made myself, or I didn't make the bag itself. I made the print on it. Can you see it? It's a yarn skein, and then it's a stræk, which is knit in Danish. And yeah, I drew it on my iPad, and I then cut it out on I have a Cricut Joy, and then I ironed it on. I really like it. And this is my first finished object. This is the Svartuldssweater by Lincoln Neumann, and this is so nice. I really like it. I'm just going to take it down for a second so we can have a look at it. You can see these nice raglan. It's knitted from the bottom up, and yeah, I have been thinking about I've been thinking about actually knitting some. I like knitting these, and I've been thinking about next time I'm gonna knit one, perhaps I should knit it from the top down and just, you know, reverse the pattern, because I do prefer knitting from the top down. It also makes more sense for me lengthwise, figuring out. And this one specifically, the raglan sleeves here means that the pattern repeat here doesn't need to match where you are on the sleeves, which is super nice, because then then it doesn't matter. And if I knit it from the top, I can actually start the same place and have the placement the same and everything. That would just be super cool. But yeah, I just have my little notes. This is my remarkable, I love it. And I have my notes for everything on here, because yeah, I don't have my computer here. So yes, so this is the Zwarte Ulfs sweater, and I've been knitting. I knitted this twice now, and I've knitted one of her other patterns twice as well. So I've knitted a few here and there, and I do really like them. I do like the finished object. There is a bit in the patterns where you need to like calculate things yourself. So when you decrease up here, it just says decrease until you have this and this amount of stitches left. That means you need to count sometimes, and I completely messed up. Thought I was already. Yes, I have all this. I have stitches the right amount. Started making the neck. Figured out that that looked weird. I was like down here. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna decrease some more. So because I don't know, I just like, you know, decrease 10 times, decrease whatever. Makes sense. But otherwise the patterns are nice. I did have some problem with remembering to start the pattern repeat in the right place so that it would match with like this in the middle. But I just moved the start a little bit and made it work. And on the sleeves I decided it didn't matter. As long as they were like the same, then it's okay. So I repeated the same thing on the other sleeve. I knit the sleeves at the same time, meaning that I started the exact same place and everything, so they were easy to like follow along. So that wasn't a big problem. And I do like her patterns, they are cool, so it's not like that, it's just sometimes I feel I have to think a bit more compared to other patterns where it is very specific. You have to decrease 10 times, so repeat these two rounds 10 times or something like that. Then it just said repeat until you have this amount of stitches left. But yes, it's really nice. And I have some yarn left because I didn't use all the amount. I think you collected what you're supposed to use, 700 grams of yarn, and I used 560. But I also did some I did the body a bit shorter because, as I said the last time, I do wear a lot of high-waisted pants, and I just feel like cropped. It's not actually as cropped as I would like it. I wouldn't mind it being a bit more cropped, so I didn't. Because now I'm tucking it in my pants or trousers. I wouldn't mind it being a bit more cropped and then being like loose, just around the waist. But I just tuck it in, and I really like it. It's actually nice to tuck it in when it's windy, because that means that I'm a bit more safe to the wind. But yeah, I knitted, by the way, I knitted a size medium, and it sits really nice. It's not super tight, just has a bit of room. So it's room for you to wear, for me to wear a thick shirt underneath or blouse or something, which is super nice because that's going to improve the wind, the ability for the wind to not come into you. Yeah. So I'm really happy about it. I've been wearing it the last few days after I finished it, because I assume we almost all do that. We have, like, when we finish a nice sweater, it's like the only thing we want to wear because it's, oh, it's finally finished, you know. So yeah, but yeah, it's knitted in this Rauma Vams. Let's see if I can figure out the way. Here we go. And it knitted this like beigey nature as the base color, and that is the color 006. And this is the color 415, and this is like a nice brown. It's not, this one is not white as you can see, but it's really a nice color. I think it's so cool together. It has a really nice contrast, and yet it's like basic color, so you can wear it with basically everything. I've been wearing it with some grey trousers, and I have some, I would love to wear this with jeans. That'll be so pretty as well. So yeah, price wise, as we would say that I used 560 grams. That's just a bit over, that's 11 skeins and a tad. So I'm gonna call that 12 skeins. And then you have leftover, that is nice. I bought it for 20 crowns a piece, because there was a sale. So for me, the price was 240 crowns to make the sweater. I still have some left over, that's not counted in, it's just for the sweater, 240 crowns. And that's also why I bought it. I usually only knit these once a year, because they're quite pricey to get for me to get the yarn for this. But because my yarn, one of the yarn stores I go to had a sale, because they decided not to have it anymore, so they were selling out of their leftover yarn. It was half off or something like that. So that was 240 Danish crowns, which is just around 32 euros and just under 35 US dollars. So I think this is a really nice price for a really nice 100% wool yarn. I really love it. I am thinking about doing a headband of the leftovers, but with this as the main color, because I have brown hair. You're not, it's gonna look weird, I believe, if I have a hat in the same color as my hair. So I don't know. I only have this left. I have, what do I have, 65 grams left of this, whereas I have 100 and a tad of this. My weight wouldn't tell me what this was, so a few grams of this. So perhaps I have some other light colors, perhaps I can mix it together. But yeah, that's this one, and I'm really happy about it. So yeah, and I just can't wait to wear it in the spring and everything. It's gonna be so cool. I can see my battery's dying, so I'm just gonna change it. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I should just started with this battery. This was completely full. The other one wasn't. But whatever. So yeah, my next finished object. This is I actually have a few. Wow. The next finished object I had are some socks. It's these. Can you see the colors? They are a bit. There we go. That was a lot better. These are the Una socks. Yeah, thank you for. And they are a bit too big for this, and they're I believe they're gonna be a bit like this on me as well, but that doesn't mind. It's as well from 52 weeks of socks, and I have them right here. Oopsie, these, and so I did feel like the picture was a bit hard to see the entirety of the sock, but it's okay. They are by Karen Burrell, and it's in the 52 Weeks of Socks book. I really like the pattern. I think it was a fun repeat. It was a very short repeat. I think a few 8-9 repeats you had to do of rounds, and then just repeated it, and it was kind of like what can you say, meditative almost. I'm gonna try and show you the pattern a bit more if I do like this. Yeah, then you can see. I usually wouldn't, stupid planet, I usually wouldn't necessarily knit with this kind of very variated and colored changing yarn with this with a lace sock, but I just felt like the pattern was sort of, it wasn't too busy, the pattern to so would be able to have the busy yarn. It's not because I think it's terrible or anything, but it's just, there's happening a lot with the colors. It's changing a lot. I really like this orangey salmon-ish color it has. It does have pink in there. I don't know if you can see that. And then it has this reinforced heel. I really think it's pretty. It has some pink in it, and it's funny because I can really see the pink. And when I knitted it up, I was knitting together with my friend the other day, and she was like, "Can't see the pink." I was like, "Okay," but I think it's because I usually am not the most. I'm not really into pinks. I prefer red to pink, but I do like it because it's like I would prefer a really pink, I don't know, a loud pink, let's say, than a baby pink. You know, those more pastel-y pinks are not really my kind. But I think these are more orangey salmon coloured, and they are a bit more, what to do? I really want the colour to really shine through here. There you go, that's a bit better, but it is really vibrant, the colours of this, and I love it. I do, unfortunately, you can see, this is the yarn that's left over from it. Yeah. And back to me. I do unfortunately not know who dyed it, because I bought it on a Danish app called Recraft. That they are so cool, those girls. It focuses on selling your yarn. If you need any yarn you perhaps miss, or you just want to sell your yarn you have, because if I didn't want these and didn't know what to do with them, I could sell these two, and I could even sell this one. They really, it's like, if I just need one skein, I can find it in there, because perhaps somebody else has the skein left over, and if I'm lucky, they perhaps have the exact color and lots that I have. And otherwise you can just sell. I sold my old needles in there. When I changed from Knit Pro to Jawool, I have some sets, and I decided, you know, I'm not gonna knit with them anymore, because I like the Jawool better for me, for my knitting style and way. So I've been selling these. I've been selling those sets and stuff. And I bought this from a woman. I believe she dyed it herself, and unfortunately I cannot go in and find it in my, I can't see what I bought and sold before, but I know it's sock yarn, I'm pretty sure, and I think I believe I bought it for those 140 Danish crowns. I don't know what that is in, let me just see. So 140 Danish crowns, that would be, let's see, $20.5 US, I can see, and 19 euros, more or less. So yeah, and it was really nice. So I unfortunately don't know much about yarn, I'm sorry, or the price. But I used 75 grams, and I have 25 left here. If I've knitted them from the bottom up, I could have made them larger. But yeah, the pattern is, you're supposed to use 2.5mm needles, and then it has two sizes, 1 and 2, depending on the circumference of your ankle and around the heel there. I knitted on 2.25mm needles, and then I decided to size up to number 2. And as you can see, they are a bit loose on this one. I believe that I could have sized down to a 2mm needle completely, but either I don't have it or I just don't remember it. I was just knitting socks on this size, and they're fine. I don't mind them being a bit loose, as long as they fit in the length. That's like the most important for me. So yeah, I'm really happy about them, and I can't wait to wear them. They're really gonna, you know, add some color to an outfit, because though I do love colors and I love wearing them, I do a lot of my clothes is basic. I have black and grey trousers. I do have some jeans as well. I just don't, you know, weight size don't fit right now, and I just bought trousers instead because I like them. So yeah, I do have black and grey trousers. I have a lot of black and white t-shirts, because then I want to layer things on with color. So layering on your feet could also be cool. And then wear like just a basic black or white outfit, and then having those as the color pop but on your feet instead. For me, that's yeah. So yeah, that's my second finished knit, and then the last one is actually 3, but I made so many. They're just small. They're these. Focus. My head is right behind it. Come on. Yeah, there we go. This is a yarn cozy. I talked about them last time because I've seen them on Nitty Natty. And here we have one with yarn in, and a little one with yarn in. This is my work in progress. You're going to see it in a minute. But this is the 20-gram size, and I popped a 25-gram ball in it. That's why it looks a bit, yeah, it looks like it's barely fitting there. And this one is a 50-gram size with a 25-gram of yarn ball in it, if that makes sense. So I made 2 in the 50-gram size. These are supposed to be able to fit a 50-gram yarn ball. I do believe I might have knitted them on a smaller needle than necessary, because I did not read the needle size needed. I think I just took the needles that I knitted the socks on and continued. So yeah, and these are the ones with the cables in. It's called, the pattern is called mini yarn cozies, or cozy, and they're from Natalie from Nitty Natty. Wow, this is gonna start my mumbling and everything. I'm so sorry if I mumble and you can't hear what I say. I really try, but sometimes my word eats themselves, and my English just isn't English. I'm a Dane. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I like the pattern. I think it's cute. It's easy to follow. It's nice, you know, and you just have to. There's the start for each size that's the same, and then the pattern has what does it have? It has a regular no, one without the cables on, and just with large rib sections, so like a lot of rights and then a few pearls. And there's a something where the color changes, and then there's this, and then the pattern has 2 sizes, but you can say the end is the same. It has this really cool stretchy I-cord, which I haven't tried before. Really cool. And yeah, that was in there. I really liked it. It was so cool. They weigh very, very little. This one weighs 10 grams. So not much, and I don't know what this yarn cost, because I bought it 2-3 years ago, if not more. But this is the leftover that I have. This is really nice yarn from Sysleriet, Danish hand dyer, and I love the yarn. It's so pretty. And I knitted a camisole with it a few years back, the cumulus top from Petit Knit. petite knit, sorry. I make that. But I think these are really cool. I talked about them the last time, and I'm really enjoying having them, having my yarn balls in this as I knit. As my work in progress, as you can see now, is a pair of socks, and I knit 2 socks at the time, so it's actually pretty nice to have. I just have to to have them separated like this, then it's easy to have. But I'm knitting this very colourful pair of socks. They are knitted in Jawool Sock yarn again, some leftover, I don't know what, to be honest. And the other is the very, very pretty, I've been talking about so much, yarn from A Painter's Yarn. This one. This is the Sock Merino Mini with 75% merino, 25% nylon, and it's superwash. So yeah, and it's this blue lagoon. And yeah, I'm a bit worried actually, because I only have 50 grams plus the white. I'm gonna use the white for the heels as well, but I only have 50 grams, and I decided to do cables. I have 50 grams for 2 socks, and I'm doing cables. Focus on them. Show them my pretty cables. So, if you haven't figured it out, I'm a cable lover. I can't live without them, apparently. And back to my face. Thank you. These, I think it's going to be so pretty. I really love them. And I'm a bit worried if I have enough, or if I perhaps have to buy some more, because I really like them. And then I wanted to talk a bit about my, let me just finish these. I'm knitting them on a 2.25mm needle again, and I'm going to knit them with a afterthought or a forethought heel, depending. I think it's going to end up being a forethought heel, where you, instead of necessarily cutting in your yarn, actually knit in a piece of yarn you then remove, and then you have open knit stitches in where you can knit the heel on. I don't know why I decided to self-draft the first time I ever decided to try that method. That seems like a stupid idea, but whatever. I just had this idea for these stitches, and I had the urge to cast on, so I needed it. So yeah, I think they're going to be so cool and so cute, and I'm going to continue this cable all the way up as long as possible. That's also one of the reasons why I decided to knit from toe up, because that means that I could just knit until I didn't have any more yarn left, and then I could bind off, or I could do the white and add a cuff in white, or beigey. It's not white, it's like grey white. I don't know. But yeah, and then I wanted to talk about, this isn't so bad, but I don't know if you can see, this needle has actually bended, and these are better, but this is, there's some new needles in the post for me, or in the post, there's some new needles coming my way soon. I can't wait. I'm gonna show them next time, I think, if I have them home by then. They're coming with my boyfriend from America. He's working there right now. But I have 2 small needle sets with a cable on that I use for socks. These are a bit more sturdy, I figured, but I didn't know I had them in the size 2.25 until I just found them the other day. I was like, oh great, I'm gonna use them, because these, look at that one. This is the one I've been knitting with, I'm pretty sure, and this one is the one that's, you know, where I'm taking the stitches from. I don't like these. I have to bend them back. They are really soft. And as one who's been working with metal, as I've been doing jewellery, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't broken yet, because metal get tired sometimes, and then it just get hard. And then if you keep on trying to bend it, it breaks. But yeah, These are better, but I'm waiting on some exciting new ones. But I'm surviving. I do knit 2 socks at a time. I use magic loop, and I make sure that my socks then starts. One sock starts there, and the other one starts there. So I knit half a sock, an entire sock, and then the other half. I can talk more about it if you want that. I love it. Also knit sleeves like this, basically. Only in the sleeves I have the beginnings in the middle. But yeah, that was that. Okay. My last work in progress is one I had the last time as well, so I'm not going to talk much about it because it's honestly looks the same. The body's just a bit further. This is the very confusing looking currently. Wow. I can't wait to wash this and really get it blocked so that it's not so curly. But this is my camisole. It's gonna be cute. It's a really nice color. I talked a lot about this one, so you can go back and see it. But this is my self-drafted camisole. So I'm only working on self-drafted things at the moment. But it's self-drafted. I'm knitting it on a size 3mm, and then I had 275, I believe, for the band here, the double knitted band. And yeah, it's knitted in mulberry silk yarn, 100%. It's really soft, and I can't wait to wear it this summer. It's gonna be great. We usually go on holiday and we drive south, and last year it was really warm some of the places, so I can't wait to wear some nice silk there. Yeah, it's hand dyed yarn with birch. And I bought it in the very lovely town Gottlieb in Switzerland, and they are from Seiden Atelier, it's called. So yeah, I'm gonna talk a bit more about it when I get further, but I haven't really gotten that far yet. But yeah, that was all. As I said, I don't have purchases at home, so they don't count this time. The last time I talked a bit about self-drafting video, or what the a self-drafted knits video with all my self-drafted knits, and I really want to make that though for myself because I think it's fun, and there was, I think, one who commented they wanted to see it. But there's gonna be some time because I want to be able to be outside so I can get some good pictures or just show them to you properly, because yeah, as I said, I'm sitting down on the floor right now, so you can't see half of what I would wear. So it's gonna come like spring, early summer thing. And then otherwise I think I'm done. I can tell you that I'm still waiting to hear from an internship, but I started a new treatment or new treatment place. The hospital has, I finally got I got a slot. I got started on pain management with the hospital now, so we are looking through all my medicine, and I'm going to be able to, it's like a group of a lot of people, I don't know what it's called, but it's like not only medicine doctors, it's also psychologists and a physiotherapist and ergonomics therapist, I don't know what that's called, an ergo, we just call it ergo, and social worker. So it's like the whole entire thing that can help people like me with who suffers from pain get the best treatment, get talked about it. I'm going to talk to the psychologist because my life has been turned upside down. I was supposed to work full-time, so to say. That was like my goal now, and for over a year I haven't even had a job. So I can't wait to talk to them. It's going to be really nice. And then just getting a hand on my pain medication again. It's going to be really good. So yeah, that was just a short update. Otherwise I'm just trying to figure out my my day-to-day. As I said, my boyfriend is working out of country. He's in the United States, so I'm home alone and have to figure out my day-to-day life, just me, until he gets home. He's gonna get home, but I still have to wash clothes, I have to wash the dishes, make lunch and stuff. Like, luckily he left the freezer filled with dinner, so that's no problem for me. But yeah, so doing great. I'm not worked out this morning, so my arms are a bit tired. But otherwise, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you came this far in the video, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so happy for this. I like doing this, and I hope you like watching it. You are more than welcome to like this video. If you're not subscribed, why not? If you want to watch more from me, at least. I think I'm in the future gonna, I'm gonna do the video of my self-drafted knits and perhaps some other things. So follow along. It's gonna be fun, I think. Yeah, you can also find me as by Michelle Knapman on both TikTok and Instagram. I'm trying to post a bit more both places. On Instagram you can see stories of, I'm trying to do my best day-to-day life, so you know, give a little show in what's going on when you are like me with long-term pain but have a terrible love for knitting. That's very dangerous. So yeah, click in, have fun. I'm gonna try to describe and link everything down in the description box, but if you miss anything or need anything or have a question or just wanna comment, do please leave a comment for me. I would love to read it and I would love to answer it. So I hope to see you next time sometime. Stay well. Bye.